Buildings still smouldered this week after violent unrest and looting in South Africa. More than 300 people died in the violence. Most were killed. Others died in stampedes or were crushed by falling objects. Many others burnt to death in buildings. Here, in the eastern city of Durban, the industrial sector is taking stock of the damage. Protests against the jailing of ex-President Jacob Zuma for contempt of court quickly degenerated into mass looting. The economic impact was disastrous. $1 billion in damages in the province of KwaZulu-Natal alone. Some of the rioters targeted these factories, seizing stock and setting fires. On Sunday, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa attended clean-up operations in Soweto, near Johannesburg.
Many people will have lost their jobs, and the shops have been, and the malls have been trashed, but we are going to rebuild. I'm more determined than ever that our rebuilding process will in the end be a lot stronger. Thank you very much.
The unrest also highlighted racial tensions between black South Africans and countrymen of Indian origin. At least 20 people died in Phoenix, a town northwest of Durban. This family is burying their 31-year-old father, allegedly killed by a group of South African Indian residents manning a roadblock.
Well, it has turned into an element of racism, though it did not start like that. But if we don't stop it now, it's going to exacerbate as racism. And that is what we do not want to see happening here. If we don't stand up and keep quiet, yes, we are going to see racism coming up in a very serious way. You must remember that the Indian and the African people, we have always lived together for a very long time. There is no need for us to be fighting. Arrest the people who were burning the cars of people.
Mali's military leader Colonel Assimi Goïta survived an assassination attempt on Tuesday. A man attacked the country's transitional leader with a knife after prayers for al-Adha in the Grand Mosque of Bamako. This eyewitness was in the mosque when the attack happened.
There was a small fight and then people arrived. I saw some blood, but it wasn't Assimi Goïta's. It was the bodyguard who was bleeding.
Colonel Goïta appeared on national television hours later.
I am very well. Nothing's the matter. I have no injuries and the situation is under control. Once again, we are asking the Malian people and our partners for cohesion so that together we can move this country forward.
Goïta has launched 2 coups in less than a year. He ousted President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta in August 2020. He then forced out the interim leader in May this year and installed himself as president. Authorities have arrested the knife attacker, a teacher. No further details have emerged about his identity and motives. Prosecutors have launched an investigation. Tunisia's government is weathering a crisis over its handling of the coronavirus pandemic. Prime Minister Hichem Mechichi fired the Health Minister Fawzi Mehdi on Tuesday amid skyrocketing cases in the North African country. Mehdi's sacking came a day after the temporary opening of vaccination stations to all those over 18 to mark the Eid al-Adha Muslim festival. But the drive led to stampedes at some of the 29 vaccination centres, where jabs quickly ran out. The Prime Minister slammed the Health Minister for the decision.
Making a decision overnight is a populist move. It's like wanting to be popular for no other reason, and I hope that wasn't the case. I consider it a criminal decision.
With almost 18,000 deaths among its 12 million inhabitants, Tunisia has one of the worst COVID-19 mortality rates in the world. Thousands of Muslim faithful gathered at West Africa's largest mosque for the Eid al-Adha prayers in the Senegalese capital Dakar. Known as Tabaski in the local Wolof language, it is the latter of the 2 official holidays in the Islamic calendar. Senegalese authorities had called on the population to avoid travel, which normally occurs en masse during the holiday. The country has registered record high cases of COVID-19 in recent days.
I had thought that there would not be such a large gathering, but since it is like that, we have no choice. We just have to wear masks and respect the barrier measures.
President Macky Sall has so far avoided imposing strict measures to curb the virus, relying instead on personal responsibility. A curfew and limits on gatherings were lifted after riots broke out in March.
How's it? My name is Christopher Costa. I'm on the South African Olympic team, and I'm going to explain to you how sport climbing works. We have 3 different events in our sport: speed climbing, lead climbing, and bouldering. So with speed climbing, it's a muscle memory based game. Not much going on inside your head besides kind of turning off and just going up the wall as fast as you can. Like, you've done it so many times, it's like walking, you just do it. That is speed climbing. That was one of my practice runs. Got to get faster. What I'm doing right now is one of the disciplines called bouldering. Bouldering are quite short walls, but you've got a nice soft mat to fall on. So it's pretty simple. You just get on and you try to get to the top just with the climbing. There's no ropes involved. Normally it's quite powerful and very physical. How the ranking system will work is you will multiply your rank in each discipline. For example, if you come first in lead, second in speed, and third in boulder, you're going to multiply your rank together. So it'll be first times second times third, which will give you a total of 6 points. And whoever has the least amount of points in the end will win. So now what I'm about to do is I'm going to go lead climbing. It involves using a rope and climbing as high as I can up the wall while following a specific set of colors. It's really good fun, and it's probably my favorite discipline. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great sport to watch. I think it'll be spectacular. Not many people really know what climbing is, especially here in Africa. So for people to hopefully have their minds blown and be amazed by what the human body can do, I look forward to seeing that.